I'm talking about myself. Okay, my name is Alex Yap. My background actually is IT by profession. I've been working since I graduated from overseas. When I came back, I was joined this company called Banking Line. It's actually no longer in Malaysia after the merger. So I was there for about 2 years, and then I quit the job because it's not much I can go further. And then I joined the manufacturing, which is a multinational company. And I was there about 19 years. It's all about IT. So as an IT engineer, I do not only for control the whole entire data center for the manufacturer, and as well as I jump for number of positions since for the 19 years in these companies. Some like business admin I also done before, and the whole entire company's support from the desktop, all the Macs for all the employee as well as the manager, director, and so on. So this is me. This is my ex company. I've been here for 19 years. A lot of people say 19 years is quite long. Yeah, quite long. And in fact, my ambition is actually to become my own business, or probably some IT company. But because of the lack of confidence and no experience as well, and high capital involved, probably. And normally, if you think small, of course, you will not, jump out of the box from this company. See, that's why I'm here for 19 years. All right. So during the employee life, in the manufacturer, of course, there is some challenges, as an employee, as well as the why I'm stay for so long. Challenges, of course, as an employee, like just now, the Kelvin also saying that as an employee, you have to every day have to be on time, regardless whether it's raining or not. You still have to wake up and then uh, start up your car. Have to chasing for time and so on. So that's a part of the employee life. You have to report. But because of this company I work with is a technology company, as you know, technology changing very fast. It's a fast changing sector. We cannot just stay in the same for number of years, and it keep changing, and new technology coming along. That's because of the market and also the volume, not demanding and so on. And in manufacture, therefore, we will have the so-called like VSS, job reposition for most of the time since I was joined, for 19 years. And this one causes, once a while, it's a like time bomb to you about uncertainty and fear whether we are the one who are so, unlucky to be being VSS or MSS as well. These kind of things is sometimes, I feel demotivation, and because of the volume is down and the market is not in the first place, we lose the competition, to the other competitor. So that promotion, of course, was freeze. So as well as the bonus will be getting less and less. So this is a kind of employee life when we are employed, right? And of course, the KPI report, and it will kill you because whether you like it or not, you still have to submit your KPI report. Even though after travel for a week, come back, you still have to, do something about it. If you're down or your subordinate is not doing the job, you still have to report it, every weekly, monthly, what you're going to do. So as an IT, we support 24/7. Even at night, anything happens, to the manufacturer, we have to answerable for that. And in order to, support the production, the manufacturer. Of course, I've been here for 19 years, and because it's a great company, great MNC companies, well paid, and workplace is actually nearby. And of course, there's a lot of activities, event comes along, and as an employee, you no need to worry about whether the bad weather or economy is not good. As long as you in the job, you got the money and autopilot job scope. That's a how comfort, when you feel comfort, and all the colleagues is all like your brother sister. Of course, you will not going to strive for the next action and so on. That's how the comfort zone is. The more and more you're getting longer and longer and stay there. That's 19 years. So because of comfort zone, I'm not willing to go. But life is still have to carry on. And the company actually announced it in July 4, 2018. The company, because I just now mentioned about the technology change so fast, and a lot of things we cannot catch up. We have to downsizing. So company in this 4th of July 2018, announced some announcements. I still remember during that morning, my manager asked me to go to the so-called big meeting room. I saw a lot of executive, engineer, about 1,000 of them. That is room, we see from the screen. Basically, the company announced to cease operation in 1 year time. So no choice. Regardless whether it's a very comfort in the companies or you like it or not, you still have to go. Basically, from our company, we do have about 15,000 employees, including the operator. We only retain about 500 or 600 people. So I don't think so I have the chance. So since the announcement, I feel very disappointed because I wanted to stay there for until my retired age, right? And of course, feel devastated and feel lost. I'm going to have a jobless in 1 year time. With the late 40s, I don't want to continue the job anymore. And then some more, I didn't have my resume being updated for almost a decade, about 10 years. I don't know what I'm been done, so far. It's kind of a very difficult situation for me, to after 1 year, what I'm going to do, to feed my family, myself. All right. So long story short, my employee life with this company is in 1 year time, right? So during this 1 year time, everything you cannot do. A lot of things you cannot even, start because project, what I have been follow up, have to be stopped, everything. So how I joined Enagic, I always, I'm a health conscious people. I always, during the lunch hour, I went to the gym, and then I'll come back to having my lunch, like sandwiches, at the pantry, the office pantry. Yeah. So he actually was approached by one of my senior colleagues, and also he shared me about the success story, the income as a part-timer, what he does, as well as the business actually involved with the health products. Where I am a health conscious people. I went to gym, most of during the lunch hour, and he also shared with me. He also have 1 year to go, and he will be the full-time distributor or own the business for this, after he being rechanged, right? So he is none other than my upline, Mr. Anthony T. So we meet it at the office pantry, right? So how I start, Uh, how I joined this Energic, there's a story. How I start from the home party. Um, yeah, he actually invited me on the April 2018. This time he still haven't announced for the cease operation, but there is rumors around, from the company since the date. And he showed me this is one of the uh, health products and the business opportunity. He also showed me there's a lot of good food to eat and some big mansion house got swimming pool, this and that. And I say, okay, lor, right? And yeah, actually, I turned down this, invitation from him since the first, April 2018. And subsequent, he followed up with me and sent another invitation, which is held on July 2018. So I know this is a date of announcement from the company. So I have no choice, right? I have no choice, but have to try and take a look, what this business and what this product is all about. Finally, I attended, to this so-called having the good swimming pool view, big house or bungalow or co-mansion, having the good food there. Yeah, I attended and I saw the products and I taste the food. But I didn't commit on the spot. And I actually saw because of the price. Wow, it's not easy as an employee when you see the price of the Kangen machine. It's like you have to be a chicken out, all the way. And I just keep silent for until couple of months. I told him I'm not so uh, good in mood to do these kind of things. And in fact, I went to Europe. I tell him I went to Europe because my wife got a workshop in somewhere Luxembourg. So I just follow and I was there for about 2 weeks. I said, I see you after I come back from the Europe. And after that, he followed up with me again. So finally, I got my machine on the October 2018. So I uh, use my very, very big or heavy heart, to bought this machine with the installment plan, right? I got jobless soon, then I still have to, pay for the installment. It's kind of a heavy heart for me, right? So long story short, immediate after I bought it, of course, I have a this so-called opportunity during this so on the October itself, they do have this so-called training section. Our internal, Kangen, the 6A plus training for the X-Step business workshop. So you want to go for the business or do the Kangen business, you need to attend this, workshop. It will train you how, your dream, prospecting, inviting, and so on. I'm so lucky, so happen, after I bought the machine, there is a course, running on this October month. So I went and I attend the course and is a lot of value, about the product, about the business and how we do sales, how we prospecting, how we inviting. By the way, I am the IT person. I do not know about sales. What I did is more all in the data center or computer. We always work with the computer instead of a person. So now I have to change, my mind. So after these trainings, I learned a lot, about why my dream, why is my future. And I also experienced with some of the products like, beauty water, it was good for my skin and some Kangen water protocol as well. Yeah. So it's kind of amazing, training. It's a free, right? By the way. And then subsequent, I also have a chance. That is EAPA Global Convention. So happened to be the same year. It happened on the November 2018. I still remember this. I have to skip my 1 day off and tell my boss, say I'm stomach ache, to attend the 5 days evenings, the whole afternoon talks, and as well as the night there is the dinner. The next day there's a lot of top leaders speak, on November. So I'm so lucky after the training and then subsequent, I have a EAPA Global Convention. I believe Simon just went, in Las Vegas recently. This is one of them. And a lot of participants from other countries, the top distributor from all the countries. I was so lucky, and I attend, after I met with Dr. Casa and some of the top distributor there. At night, also amazing is like Gramo, like our 10 years anniversary. And I have chance to take personally very close to the Mr. Oshiro. This is the first time I meet Mr. Oshiro. Without further ado, I took a picture with him and his wife. And I also have chance to meet Mr. Sam Sia, right? Our richest, our million A, our top leader 001, first time. As well as the during the night, the dinner, I saw a lot of who actually achieved their rank. They are on the stage. They all went up to the stage and taking their check, with some 3,000 USD, 9,000, and some even the 25,000. I saw the team, they are so excited on the stage. When I see them, I feel confident, and then I feel, hey, that's what I want, to be on the stage and can get a big check and then can ranking, I want to be the same like them. So then EKW also on the following day. During this EKW, I also received a lot of golden nugget, the sharing, the power sharing from top leader. The atmosphere was so awesome. Yeah, you can see. So the first time I attend the EKW since November 2018. Yeah, about 500-600 people in the hall. So this one convinced me further, confident about Enagic after the training and then the EAPA Global Convention. Right. So during this 1 year, and with the convincing from these two big events, the key point for me to start, of course, after the clarity leads to power. I believe EAPA and also the so-called the training let me have a clarity for myself. Of course, I need to make myself, I have to decide, if this is my, future career or future business. And of course, I need to have, build the burn desire. I desire this is my, for healthy products, I need to, sell. And of course, a true desire within my heart and my soul must be together. So I take the action and I also take the challenge. I knew it's going to be challenging. Although it's very simple, but I understand it's not easy. Like what Sam Sia always say, day to suck, right? So I want to take the control. I don't want to be like employee anymore. I want to take the control. I want to be like, be willing to do whatever it takes. So I take the challenge. Right. Then I started with the home party invitation. So this is a photo, I invite all my colleagues, all my friends to come to this home party. Again, using the same tactic, got swimming pool, got a lot of food to try, and yeah, a lot of money for you to grab if you can see through. You see, they are all present the from Miss Pat about the marketing plan. I'm also started with the demo appointment. So as a newbie, of course, I need to make the appointment, let my upline, Mr. Anthony, to do the job. Then I just close my leg and see whether he can closing the sale for me. So of course, I started quick to take action to my family members, my sibling, my colleagues, all my friends. Yeah. So that's how I started with the demo appointment. And I also started with my initial, after number of appointment or the demo being done my upline, Mr. Anthony. So I start to know how to do the explanation about the machine, how we work, the usage, and also eventually I done my first demo within the big group of them as well. I participate to the center to help them to do the demo as well as in the some big hall as well. Of course, yeah. So when I do, then only I normally when you do, then only then you understand. So once you make appointment, once you help by your upline, and then you do your own demo, then of course you will understand, right? Then it will close sale eventually, whether it's on the spot or it coming, along because of timing. So my first sale is actually my sister, my brother-in-law here, and some of the friend, starting, I closing sales one another one, right? Then from 2 unit, 5 unit, and number of unit, and eventually I got like Great Wall, when I close the sale. This is a part of the so-called, like what Simon mentioned, is one of the deal with the 100 over machine, from the developer. I'm so glad because I sharing, I keep sharing, I keep planting the seed, irregardless whether they are wanted or close on the spot. I don't care as long as I share. Eventually the seed will grow and the fruit will comes along. By the way, I don't know, from the last few slides, I don't know what is called AOMA, all out massive action. Until today, then I know this is so-called AOMA, all out massive action. You have to take action as soon as possible. Right? So from what I being introduced by the Energic business and their payout and so on, and until all out massive action, eventually I close a big deal and close a lot of sales. Some of the secret, it's not secret, it's actually key point. It can be a secret as well. It's because is your belief system. So this is part of what I have been learning, so far, from what I've been done since 2018 until today. I still keep it, from time to time. So belief system is like, this company is so great. 49 years, in Japanese company, Energic from Japan, right? And you have to believe this is 49 years company, and it is selling the health and the train product. You can see our product is very unique, and we are the only one, even including the MGuard. We do not have any competitor at all, right? As well as we are selling the water. And ionized water is for good health, and everyone drink water, even animals as well. And of course, there is a marvelous, payout program. So we always talk about 8 point, right? So this is so lucrative, and the it's so simple, and the 8 point commission system. If you can, as fast as going to the rank you want, you can having the all 8 point, right? So for me, in 1 year's time, if I can achieve into the 6A as fast as possible, if I got an 8 point for the 1 or 2 machine per month, actually is good enough for cover my employee life, right? So believe in yourself, you will be unstoppable. And of course, you have to believe your people you work with, your upline, your client, and so on. As well as the belief system, because this is the health products. It provide health, wealth, happiness, and hope, every day to your client, to your friend, and so on. And it provides true health. So it's called true health. So when you believe, your mind always will find a way to do, right? So this is our philosophy from our Mr. Oshiro, realized through physical health, financial health, mental, and health. Yeah. So 5 kind of health. This is a belief system in this, to yourself. So overall belief you can succeed, and you will. So always we think about success, but don't think about failure, right? So you always can do it. I can do it. Like Simon, invite me for this, speaker of the week. I said, no problem. I just need more time. I can do it, right? So, and then remind yourself regularly, you believe it, and must be belief in big. So belief system must be in yourself most of the time. And second is actually to become trainable. This is a part of myself. I learning since, when I joined Energy until today. So I'm willing to learn a lot of things, everything. I participate all the event, almost like 100%. Since the 2018, the first EKW until today, without fail, I still attending, the Sky Home, our own, internal parties, energetic event as well. So try to learn from the other speaker. So basically, this will actually absorb more positive energy, the mindset, the way we talk or speak, how they speak, how they talk. So you see, when Simon talk is very powerful, right? I also want to be learn from him, like Sim Sia during the EKW, Ming Wei, they're all very positive energy, and they provide, like Sim Sia said, we know the lifetime value, those things is actually very valuable. Yeah, I want to learn. So I attend those without fail. Next also is our Sky Home Party. So we try to contribute and then try to attend, even though yourself alone, without bringing any prospect or customer, you still have to attend. Company event, like Chinese New Year, Women Day, even the last year Christmas party, we just pay and then we go, we enjoy the food, we enjoy, the atmosphere and so on. And we mingle around with this, top leader. So another is actually, I attend all the training classes, whether it's actually online or offline. Yeah, like Zoom, during pandemic also, we have to attend to build our belief system, to build our confident as well, and sales marketing and grow pro. So this is actually trainings from our internal team, our Kangen 6A plus team, to organize all these training internally for our distributor to train ourselves to get skill up, everything, as well as like Gary Gunn always have some very good interview with all top leader around the world. For those time is a bit different. Then we just schedule the time, to attend, as well as the company any event. We need to have 100% to attend, right? So put your ego aside and learn and take note from others, right? So otherwise you will always have talking about IKEA mentality. Like people say, I know everything already, but actually you are not. A lot of things we can learn, like this sales and marketing from Jiwan Sahabaran. Actually, I attended physical and also from the online. So this course is very good. And after the course, the training course, you will have a lot in your mind, like mindset mastery. How about what is a mindset champion, like responsibility, participation mindset, and fun, all must be 100%, as well as it's actually train you about the sales skill, the rapport. I learned a lot from this, like especially FBAT, the overcome objection and so on, as well as some of the mastery and time relationship. I learned a lot, as well as we attend the GoPro. In fact, I plan to go to the Las Vegas, in the GoPro. Because of the pandemic, we turned down and become the virtual GoPro. For the past 2 years, I have been attended GoPro. Eric Worre is a guru for the network marketing. Very inspiration and a lot of a good speaker on the stage, and we learn a lot. And although it's a nightmare because we have to start from the midnight until early morning. Yeah, but it was fun, and we received a lot of golden nugget, from this platform. Another to be trainable for myself, apart from the attending all the training, as well as the function or the event organized by the company and our top leader, I also, during the free time, I watching and listen to the champion, like YouTube. While I'm driving, waiting, free time, or even I went to the outstation like Malacca. So I turn this kind of so-called audio or YouTube, the motivation, inspiration, mindset, and success talk, from the champion, like Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn always say, don't wish for the less challenge, wish for the more wisdom. So we have to learn more. Some for things to change, you have to change first. And some like Brian Tracy, and train your mind for success. And he's quite a powerful life, advisor, and how to set the goal. When you listen more and more, how, you will get more positive for yourself when you are in the down situation. Like Tony Robbins, motivation speaker, life change speaker, and Think and Grow Rich as well. As well as some like Dan Lok, always talk about what word to avoid, sales tip, grow your income and so on. Yeah, Eric Worre, network marketing, the 7 skill to build up your network marketing in the GoPro books as well as the Bob Proctor, how the law of attraction. He always talk about law of attraction, law of vibration, paradigm shift and so on. So he always mention about books like, Think and Grow Rich and You Were Born Rich from him. And as well as the Robert Kiyosaki, how to make more monies and invest your money wisely, 4 quadrant and so on. So this one, I always have a free time. I will, learn from those champions. Other than that, I'm start read books, since so many top leader always mention about you have to have a time to read book. Even Brian Tracy, if you can have a 30 minutes per day or about 10 pages per day, you will learn a lot, because from the experience themselves, it's already number of years, the experience, their challenges, all put it into the books. You just have to get the, the value from this so-called author and so on. So I start reading books not only for the Kangen or health related, like the Oshiro books and Dr. Dave Carpenter, Change Your Water, Change Your Life, and Dr. Hiromi Senya, and Dr. Tim, and Robert Wright, Curing Cancer Not People, Life, Water, and so on. So Keajaiban Air also, we need to know Chinese and also Malay. And the best water in the world is, the best medicine in the world is water. Yep, you are thirsty, you're not sick, but you're thirsty, right? Then this is not sick even a single day from Dr. Hiromi Senya. So this need to gear up myself, in order for me to perform my Kangen demo and talk to my client to some exchange the knowledge. So I need to have a knowledge, right? Knowledge is the power. So when you read more, then you know exactly how to handle your customer or your client or your prospect. As well as I starting to read book, Secret of the Million A Mindset, like Tim Hark-Eker. This is a good book and small, and I like always he say you have to have a thought, then feeling, then action, right? And How to Win Friends and Influence the People by Dale Carnegie. Yeah, as well as the Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. And yeah, this is a good book as well from Tony Robbins recently, The Life Force. It's actually to how do you know about the degenerative medicine, our futures medicine and the future technology. If you can stay for 4 years, you will have stay longer for additional 1 year. In his book, we can live with until 120 years old. Amazing. So how we vitalize ourselves and so on. As well as the magic of thinking big. I recently read this book. It's almost finished. And yeah, it inspired me about, we have to think big. We have to believe ourselves. And yeah, you have to know. Yeah. As well as Rich Dad and Poor Dad from Robert Kiyosaki, Tony Robbins, Unshakables, for yourself. So this is a part of the to be trainable for myself. So after I've been trainable and I willing to learn what I've been learned for the past few years, and of course I apply when I learn. So I have to do the duplication and copy the top leader. I was featured in one of the speaker. Today is the second. Was 2020, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So I have been one of the speaker. Yeah, for this Kangen distributor meeting. I need to contribute. I need to participate. Whatever I have been learned. Yeah, just do it consistently, and sometimes you learn, you unlearn and relearn. When I talk to you, I learn for myself. When I listen to the leader who was speak on this distributor weekly meeting or on the stage, I learn from them. Then I take what I want to learn, so I can, relearn. I'm also part of a speaker from the Forte on last year. Yeah, it was the first time I'm on the stage among all the distributor. Of course, I contribute or participate to become a Kangen demo presenter, English and Chinese, and as well as present the marketing plan, the business plan, energetic models to online or offline as well. Yep. Recently, I'm also participate for the MGUT as a presenter at the Energy office as a live demo there. So when you learn, you have to give, sharing is caring. You give your knowledge, whatever you learn, you contribute to the team, you sharing to the all the participants. Right. Of course, I wanted to develop myself as a winning attitude. So when you visualize your success, right, you know what you want. You have to have planned out the goal. Don't quit, just keep moving. They always say, winner never quit, quitter never win, right? We have to keep swinging, right? Like sometimes I know there's a lot of challenge just on the way when we are moving forward. You have to keep to swinging to the winning attitude instead of like, failure and so on. Once you committed to my goal, right? You have to know what you want to accomplish, what you want to has to be. So I achieved my 6A, another 6A, and I was featured, like what Simon say, in one of the Energetic Global E-Friendly on July 2020, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Yeah. I was featured in one of the Energetic Global E-Friendly magazine. Right. So always think winner to achieve my rank, to achieve my goal, and also achieve my ambition to succeed in energy. Right. Of course, we have counseling and strategizing. So sometimes when we go moving forward, work, and we are facing a lot of challenges and so on. We have to stop, to strategizing, and sometimes you need to have a counseling, so you need to get back to your mentor. Yeah, for me, I go to the mentor. Sometimes I discuss to my active leader. Yep, Mr. Anthony, what is my next step to plan out the action, 101 or some group discussion, because some people, they will provide you some, a lot of some idea, to go. Probably this is not the way, you have some other ways to do it. So this is a like mentoring section I need, So in order for you to have a dream big, you need to play big and win big. Of course, the circle of the environment is also important. This is I feel that this is one of my secret as well. And circle of environment today, as I say, I attend a lot of event, and I also attend the training. Even today I've spoken and I share with y'all, because I need to circle to the right environment. There are positive energy, you know, never surrender one. We have to go for the first class and get their advice. Sometimes when we are mingle around with them, because we are having the same goal, and I feel that very positive, and sometimes we share the idea to them, we help them, to overcome their challenges, and sometimes we receive their information. So try to make, this environment work for me. That's why I, need to circle with the environment. If you circle with those like failure environment, like, if you are mingle with the 5 people who are actually drinker, at the end you will be the number 6, right? So I'm so great today, even attend, to the this EKW and so on. Yeah. So I'm so glad I have a good team. Always we together. Although it's once a month in the EKW. So it's kind of a harmonizing people, willing to helping, caring spirit. Yeah, that is how the environment is very important, to build this energetic business. Part of my secret, but another turning point of my perspective about it, I built my business, my goal, and so on, is because of ABC Bootcamp. So I believe some of them actually been attended this ABC Bootcamp. So again, I would like to emphasize on this, how it affect or turn my point of the viewpoint of this changes is actually personal change process. So when I see the tree, I see the ABC. So it's actually we need to build ourselves, internalize. For things to change, I must change first. We have to be internalized, through repetition. So if I can hold the idea in my heart, I can hold it in my hand. So this statement is very important. If you are not in the heart, you cannot hold anything in your hand, right? So we must build the star attitude, positive, constructive, compassionate, trustworthy, and ethical. And I must have a willingness, capability, and a strategy. So I cannot grab the food without the root. If your root is not good, you cannot have a food. This is how, I'm so see this my personal change in this training. So you must have a sharp potential, spiritual, intellectual, emotion, and physically fit, to get the result. Of course, if I have willingness and capability with the right strategy to change, I will get what I want, right? And of course, the 4 question when I starting the business or energetic business, you have to know, who am I? Where am I now? Where am I going? So how do I get there? Those is actually the way, the goal you have to set. So this is how, I believe it, I can achieve it. All right. So I share with you some of the been training, although it's very challenging training. People say without sleepless, and so fun and so called I learned a lot. And I was so great with the team, with Simsia. We have a good food, and as well as we have a GRR, great race run. Have the team, to tie up with the rope, and then you have to run together to feel that how we can have a teamwork. And after that, we have some discussion. This is actually run is actually the killing, for all of us, feel tired, exhausted. And of course, we enjoy, the environment and atmosphere. And we did it. And the whole group was so excited. And this is cannot be forget, trainings for my life. And I got the cert eventually. By the way, he is actually Coroner Park Easy, 80 over years old, still strong and good. And during this ABC also touched my heart, is because of it helped me to create the vision board. So everything must start with a vision. Otherwise, it will be a confusion. Yeah, I don't have a vision, for same I join Energy until today, or even my employee life. right? So there's no vision means confusion most of the time. With this ABC, I managed to create my vision board with my children and my wife and my family as well. So I'm going to do my vision board for this ABC camp. And you see a lot of them participant is all building their own vision board. So I remember there's a one day, the almost last day of the training, we have to have write our PMD. That was the silent moment for the whole morning after the meditation. So this is how the vision board coming, and we have to set a goal, our one goal, one achievement, and one change, and what is our future. And after that, we have a discussion and we have to explain about our vision, Yeah, this is a tough, very tough section. You have to speed up your voice, to achieve your goal in the future. Yep. So this is my vision board. So always I look at the vision board is my inspiration. And your vision board, you have any challenge, you come back, you see, you build your dual attitude and you internalize through repetition. Every time you see you have a challenge, you come back. So you will overcome your challenges. Yeah, this is vision board. I did it for my first time. Of course, the challenges is comes along, since I joined Energy until today, from IT person become a salesperson, 360 degrees change. And of course, I'm facing a lot of challenges. And when your dream is very big and you want to straight to the goal, you have to think big and have a positive mindset. Everything is actually not, it's like nothing. Of course, your relative, your friend, always say, not cup of my tea, not interested, no time. And yourself also feel fear, guilty and so on. So action cure fear. Constructive action will gain more confidence. So I just focus on my goal, my financial goal, personal development goal, personal exercise goal, healthy lifestyle goal, family goal. And I believe myself, my vision born, willing to learn attitude, manga with the right environment, persistent and consistent, you will achieve your goal. This is turn the defeat into a victory. So last but not least, my goal is not to be better than anyone else, but to be better than I used to be. I every day keep improving myself, learn, unlearn, and relearn. And when everything feel like uphill struggle, just think of the view from the top. So I see you at the top. I love you. Thank you. I share.